Well, good morning. Here it is. This is, of course, Tuesday morning, and that's October the 18th. And I certainly hope and pray that I hope you had a great Monday. I hope that you were able to get this week started, hopefully in the right fashion, and hopefully you're off on the right foot. And but even if your Monday didn't go, maybe according to what you had hoped, today's a new day. That's the cool thing about when God gives us a new day. It's fresh, it's new, and it's a day that we can hopefully take advantage of doing what God has called us to do. And so anyway, hope that you're doing well this morning. This morning I want to bring a devotion entitled Drifting in the Wrong Direction. James chapter 4 verse 4, it says, "You adulterers, don't you realize that friendship with the world makes you an enemy of God? I say it again, if you want to be a friend of the world, you make yourself an enemy of God." Back in the Old Testament, in the book of Genesis, Abraham, as we come to know him, he lived in a pagan culture. You see, he wasn't raised with faith in the one true God, Jehovah, who created the heavens and the earth. But one day the Lord approached him and came to him and told Abraham, to leave his pagan culture and an unbelieving family and to go to a land that he would show him. Now, Abraham, he partially obeyed. He left his father's house, but he brought along his nephew Lot. And, when a famine came, Abraham, he decided, that they needed to go down to Egypt for a while. And so while they were there, both Abraham and Lot, they became wealthy. They did real well. And but see, the problem was that possessions became Lot's primary focus in life. Lot's heart, you see, was into wealth and into worldly achievements. While Abraham, he wanted only to try to please God. Now, friction developed between Abraham and Lot, as it always will when people have different priorities. Priorities in life. And this is why the Bible warns us in 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14. It says, "Don't team up with those who are unbelievers. How can righteousness be a partner with wickedness? How can light live with darkness?" You see, Abraham, he wanted to walk closely with God and he wanted to enjoy fellowship with him. And so, in contrast, you see, Lot, he wanted friendship with God, but you see, he also wanted friendship with this world. And sometimes people who want to know God, they have a weakness in their faith and character, and so therefore they need other Christians to prop them up. Now, when Lot was around Abraham, I'm sure that he was doing fine, spiritually. But you see, when he was away from Abraham, he drifted in the wrong direction. And so the problem was that Lot was dragging Abraham down. There are certain people, that we can spend time with who will cause our spiritual appetite to diminish. And then there are other people, who will cause us to want to become more like Jesus. I think probably all of us, we know people of both sides of that. My question to you this morning is, what about you? I mean, what kind of influence are you having on others? That's been one of my prayers also, not only talking about yesterday finishing well, but also of being that type of influence, on the people around me. And I pray every day and hope and pray every day that, that God can use me to encourage other people. And that's what living the Christian life, living as a believer in Christ is all about. It's all about living in such a way that we have an influence on those around us, that they'll want to know what it is that makes us different, because we are to be different in this world. Because as we've talked about before, we are strangers in this world we live in right now. Our home is not here on this earth, but it's in heaven. It's with Jesus. And so while we're here, we're to be an influence on those around us. And so I hope that helps you this morning. I hope that that you are of encouragement to people around you. But anyway, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.